Hello Junior 4 students, how are you? As you know, this is your time to study science. We have now revision number 2 on concept 1, unit 3. So I suppose that you watched revision number 1 and this is revision number 2. This is me, Shaimaa Hamdy, and you are watching the Big Sister channel. So don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and press the bell button to get all the new notifications. So, in our revision today, we will answer 3 types of questions. Write the scientific term and give reasons for, and the last type, which is what happens if. First, we will start with write the scientific name of each of the following. Okay, first question here, the source of energy in some toys that stores chemical energy. What is the source of energy in some toys that stores chemical energy? You know it? Yes, it's battery. Yes. The second question we have, the energy produced from the battery. What is the energy that produced from the batteries? Yes, electrical energy. Okay, so the battery stored in it chemical energy and it produces what? Electrical energy to operate the toys. Okay, okay. The third question we have, a robotic vehicle designed to explore the surface of Mars. What is the vehicle that designed to discover or explore Mars? Yes, it is Mars rover Curiosity. Okay, and the word curiosity is easy for you to write, as we have first K, okay, then we have U, K, U, okay, then R, E, O, EO, Curio, C-T, curiosity. I hope this helps you. Okay, now we will go to the other question here. Write the scientific term for each of the following. Okay, the energy produced from a battery, as we mentioned above, is electrical energy. I want you to keep in your mind this information. Energy produced from a battery is electrical energy. Energy stored in the battery, chemical energy. Okay, okay. Then we have the energy used to operate a television. What is the energy that operate the devices? Yes, electrical energy. So here, any device, most of the devices, okay, are operated by electrical energy. Okay, then we have the main source of energy for most forms of energies on Earth. What is the main source of energy for most forms of energies on Earth? Yes, we know this is the solar energy. Okay, here we have another scientific term, the energy produced when the wood of trees is burned. When we burn the wood, what happens? Yes, thermal energy produced. Okay, okay, as here in the wood, what happens? The chemical energy stored in the wood is converted into thermal energy. Okay, well done. Then we have the substance that is produced from the remains of dead trees. Do you remember the substance that is produced from the remaining of the dead trees that buried deep in the earth over millions of years? Yes, this substance is coal. And you know, coal stores in it chemical energy. Okay, okay. We have here the last question in this page. The energy stored in coal. We have just answered this question. The energy that is stored in the coal is chemical energy. So now we have batteries and coal store chemical energy. Okay, let us move to the next page. Okay, we have here, write the scientific term for each of the following. First one, a form of energy produced from the electric lamp and affects our eyes. Okay, here it asks you about a type of energy produced, okay, comes out from the electric lamp and affects our eyes. Okay, we know that the energies that produce from the electric lamp, thermal energy and light energy. Yes, so here the energy that affects our eyes, so this is the light energy. Okay, as we see the light. Okay, so the answer here, light energy, a form of energy produced from the electric lamp and affects our eyes, light energy. Okay, here we have another question. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but only converted from one form to another. This is an important question that comes in exams, as you see, and this is, you know, the law of conservation of energy. Okay, so the answer here, the law of conservation of energy. Okay, here another question, the energy produced from playing a guitar. Here focus, the question asks you about the energy produced that comes out from the guitar. Yes, this is sound energy. Okay, we hear music from the guitar, so here it is sound energy. So keep focus on the words in the question. Is the question asks you about the produced energy or the energy used in this device? Okay, okay, here we have question number 4, the energy used to play a drum. So here the question asks you about the energy used, okay, the input energy. Okay, so when we play drum, so what happens as we move the sticks on the drum and then we hear sound? So the input energy here is kinetic energy. Okay, okay, so here the energy used to play a drum is kinetic energy. These type of questions are for exams. Okay, as you see here, this question came in last final exams. Okay, last year. Yes, okay, here we have the question number 5, the energy that is used to operate an electric heater. Okay, so what is the energy used? Okay, the input energy, okay, to operate the electric heater. Yes, it's clear, electrical energy. Yes, here we have another questions, the energy that is stored in both batteries and food. Okay, so here the energy that's stored in both batteries and food, you know, chemical energy. So now to sum up the energy stored, we have energy stored in the battery and in the food and in coal. All of them store chemical energy in them. Okay, so let us move to the next question. We have the energy that is produced from the electric power stations and flows through the wires. So we know that the energy produced from the electric power station and go through or flow through the wires is electrical energy. Yes, a form of energy that is produced from the electric heater and burning coal. What is the form of energy that is produced from the electric heater and burning coal? Yes, both of them gives us warmness. Yes, their function is warming. So both of them gives us thermal energy. Yes, this is a form of energy that is produced from the electric heater and burning coal. Here we have the last question. The energy that is produced from the blender and helps it to do its job or its main function. So we know the blender blends the food. So to blend the food, this is kinetic energy. Yes, and as we know, the blender produces what? Yes, kinetic energy and sound energy and wasted energy. Yes, and sometimes it produces thermal energy also, and this is a wasted energy. Okay, so we have finished these questions, the scientific term questions. Okay, so well done, Junior 4 students. And now we will move to the give reasons for questions. Okay, and we have the first question here. A remote controlled toy car needs a battery to move from one place to another. Or there is another way to ask you this question as the presence of batteries inside the toy car. Why there is a batteries inside the toy car, or the remote controlled toy car needs a battery to move from one place to another? Here we will answer by the energy chain from the battery until the car moves. Okay, as the battery do this and make the car moves, as you see here the answer. Okay, because the chemical energy stored in the battery changes into electrical energy that operates the car, and then the electrical energy is converted into kinetic energy, so the car moves. Okay, here we answer as we will say the energy chain, how the energy convert from one form to another, from the chemical energy in the battery till we reach to the kinetic energy that causes the car moves. Okay, we will go to another question here and give reasons for. Some calculators use sunlight to operate. The idea here that these calculators has the ability to change solar energy into, yes, electrical energy. And this is by what? Do you remember? Yes, by solar cell. So here we have two things that change the solar energy into electricity, electrical energy, solar panel and solar cell. Here in the calculators they have solar cell. Okay, so the answer here, because they have solar cells that convert the solar energy into electrical energy to operate them. Okay, so the answer here again, because they have solar cells that convert the solar energy into electrical energy to operate them. Okay, here we have an important question. Okay, Mars rover Curiosity operates for long periods of time on Mars without any need to be recharged. Why? Yes, because they have what? Solar panels, okay, that use sunlight to recharge its batteries. Okay, so here the answer, due to or because of the presence of solar panels that use sunlight to recharge its batteries. Okay, moving to other question here. give reasons for there is an energy change when you press the spring of a soap dispenser. What is the energy change here? We know that the spring stores potential energy, okay? And when we press the spring, so what happens? Yes, the soap moves upward, as this happens because of the kinetic energy. So here the energy change from potential energy stored in the spring into, yes, it converts into what kinetic energy that moves the soap upward. So the answer simply here, because the potential energy stored in the spring, okay, is converted into kinetic energy that moves the soap upward, okay? Okay. Here we have another question. Give reasons for when you rub your hand together, you feel warm. Why? So now we also, here we will talk about the energy is converted from one form to another, okay? As a last question, rub your hand, so this is kinetic energy, and this causes that you feel warm, and this thermal energy, yes? So here the energy is converted from kinetic energy to thermal energy. So the answer here, because the kinetic energy from rubbing my hands is converted into thermal energy, okay? Okay, here we have give reasons for not all energy that enters the energy chain completely reaches the device. And that means that not all energy that enters or come in, or the input energy for the device is used or help the device to do its function, as there is some energy that doesn't help the device to do its function, so this is the wasted energy, okay? So here we will talk about the energy that doesn't help the device to do its function or job. So the answer here, because some of the energy is wasted in another form as heat, or you can stop here, because some of the energy is wasted in another form that doesn't help the device to do its main function or job. This is optional, as you can answer because some of energy is wasted in another form, and stop here, and if you want to write more, so that you can add that doesn't help the device to do its main function. But the first part is enough, okay? As because some of energy is wasted in another form, okay? Here we have another question. You feel heat when you put your hand near a lighted electric lamp. Why? Because some of the electrical energy used by the electric lamp is converted into thermal energy, okay? And this is why we feel the heat when our hands are near to the electric lamp, okay? So moving to another question, we have give reasons for thermal energy in a mobile phone is considered as a wasted energy. Why? Okay, in these type of questions, you were right as any device. Why this energy is considered a wasted energy? You say that because this energy doesn't help this device in doing its main function, okay? So here it's about thermal energy in the mobile phone is a wasted energy. So the answer, because the thermal energy that produced from the mobile phone doesn't help it in its main function or its job, okay? Okay. Here we have a question. The electrical energy that enters the hair dryer doesn't come out of the hair dryer in the same form of energy as why the electrical energy enters the hair dryer and doesn't come out as electrical energy as it is. So the answer here, because it is converted into another forms, okay? Because the electrical energy is converted into here in the hair dryer, so it converted into kinetic, sound, and thermal energies, okay? Okay, so here you talk about that this energy is converted into another energy. Even the question is about hair dryer or mobile phone or blender or any device, okay? So here we have question, give reasons for sound energy and thermal energy are considered as wasted energies in the blender. So we know the answer, okay? Any question about the wasted energies, you will answer as they don't help the blender in doing its main function or job, okay? So this is the answer, because they don't help the blender in doing its main function or job. Here we finished our give reasons for questions, and we will go to what happens if, okay? So we have here first question, what happens if batteries of remote controlled toy car run out? When the batteries is empty, what happens? Yes, simple, that the car couldn't move, yes? So we need to recharge its batteries by charger or replace the old batteries by new ones, okay? So the car couldn't move and we need to do one of these two things, even to recharge its batteries by charger or replace the old batteries with new ones, okay? What happens if solar calculators were exposed to sunlight? So here in the solar calculators they have, as we mentioned and as we know, solar cells, and here the solar energy is converted to electrical energy that's used in operating these calculators. So the answer here simply, the solar energy will be converted into electrical energy that's used to operate the calculators, okay? What happens if Mars rover Curiosity didn't get any sunlight on Mars surface? We know that these rovers need what? Need sunlight, as they convert the solar energy into electrical energy by the solar panel. So if there is no sunlight, so they can't obtain this electrical energy to be operated, yes? So let us arrange our answer, okay? As we can say, there is no solar energy to be converted into electrical energy to recharge the batteries, so it can't be operated. As we know, we want electrical energy to recharge the batteries, okay, and operate the rover, okay? So the answer here simply, there is no solar energy to be converted into electrical energy to recharge the batteries, so it can't be operated. Also, we have another answer for this question, as we can say it can't be operated because it depends on solar energy to recharge its batteries. So it can't be operated because it depends on the solar energy to recharge its batteries, okay? Both of these answers are correct, okay? Here we have what happens if the change of energy when you turn on the television. So here, what happens when we turn on the television? Now we will, in this type of questions, we need to answer by say how the energy is converted to another form. As here we will say that the electrical energy is converted into so and so, okay? And if there is another device, we will talk about how the energy is converted, okay, from one form to another. Here, and this is an important question, okay? So here we will say that the electrical energy is converted into, in the television, yes, it converts into what? Yes, sound energy and light energy. So here we can say the electrical energy is converted into sound energy and light energy. Okay? Here we have another, what happens if has the same idea as what happens if the change of energy when you burn a piece of wood. What happens if we burn a piece of wood? So here, yes, you know that the wood stored in it chemical energy, and when we burn this wood, so it is converted into thermal energy, okay, and light energy, because we see this fire, okay, as you see here. So the answer is the chemical energy is converted into thermal energy and light energy, okay? So what happens if you put your hands near a lighted lamp? Yes, I feel warm because some of the electrical energy is converted into thermal energy, okay? So the answer here is that I feel warm because some of the electrical energy is converted into thermal energy. Here we have what happens if you shake a small bell with your hand, okay, according to the change of energy, okay, as you will answer by the energy is converted from this to this, okay? Okay, here as you shake the bell, so this kinetic energy is converted into, you know, sound energy. Okay, so the answer here is the kinetic energy is converted into sound energy produced by the bell. Here we have a question. What happens if you use a mobile phone for a long time? And this is according, you will answer according to the wasted energy, okay? So when we use a mobile phone for a long time, there is a wasted energy, which is thermal energy, yes? So we can answer that some of the energy is wasted as thermal energy. Some of energy is wasted as thermal energy, okay? What happens if you turn on an electric fan, okay, according to the change of energy? When we turn fan, this is a question looks like when we turn on television, okay, or any device. You will write the energy is converted from this to this, okay? So here in the electric fan, so the electrical energy is converted into kinetic energy, which helps the fan to do its main function, and sound energy as a wasted energy, as the fan has sound, and this sound is produced from the sound energy that is wasted energy. So here the electrical energy is converted to kinetic energy and sound energy, okay? Okay, with this question we finished our revision. I hope it was helpful for you. So I want you to answer more questions and practice, and if there is any question, so don't hesitate to ask me. Thank you for watching. Until see you next video inshallah, and goodbye.